Hey, you drive lah, mommy. You drive. Ida go. Up. Up. Yes. Yay, good job. This is the X-Drive 50. Higher spec, I suppose. Gold trimmings outside, like the XM. Children, hello. May, look up. Look up. You got your seatbelts? Seatbelts? Seatbelts, please. Before we reach the main road. Okay. Oh, darling, look up. May, look up, See? You can see the condo. 1, 2, 3. And then you can't see.
I still see a little bit.
Yeah, Ita, can you see? Can you guess how it works? Huh?
How?
It's still the same glass. And then you can see outside now, right? And then when I press, you can no longer see, right? Yeah. So it works roughly the same way as our television. A television is called liquid crystal LCD, right? Liquid crystal display. So the crystallized stuffs are aligned like that. And then when you put electricity over it, and then it bends it, then it blocks out the lights. Okay? Yeah. How's the drive, mommy? Smooth. Oh, the seat look huge. Me and my wife both, when we reverse or side park, we use our mirrors. We don't really like to use the cameras. And my wife has perfect parking skills. See? Girls that side park in one take, sexier. They are shy. Daddy has a question. Okay. Do you like how it looks? You like it? What is it that you like? The lights. And then what else? Yes? Wait, again? Oh, you like the blue inside? Okay. Alright. Kids. But which one is prettier? Mummy car or this one? Huh? This one prettier than Mummy's red car. Which one is prettier? Huh? Red car. Yeah, Daddy thinks so. Okay, very clever. Alright. Well, the kids like it. Yeah. My kids like anything electric. Whenever I bring back an electric car, they will love it. Yep. And why is there only one hook in the entirety of the boot? There's only one hook. As a car that appeals to school moms, this is a crime. Okay. I do love how the rear looks, to be honest. I really like how it looks from the rear. I like its interior. I like its room. I like that it looks different. I still cannot accept how the front looks, but I cannot deny it shows everybody you are not driving something similar to all the BMWs out there. It's just different. And my kids did not wait for me. Oh, someone start their supercar upstairs. I still like how old BMWs look. Lovely. But I have to say that the iX is very comfortable, very spacious, not expensive. Still not to my liking for its front. And but it's, for the price of what you pay and what you get, is worth it. It is, yeah, it's worth it. And I wouldn't call it SUV or what. This is the type of car that modern people, modern human beings accept. They like these type of cars. Am I locking or unlocking? Yeah, a lot of things I don't understand. Alright. Okay, I just got in the car and immediately the aircon is blasting based on my previous setting. Okay, so that's good. At least you got up the car and then immediately you get your air conditioning blasting at you. How come it doesn't change the... It's still on full blast. Okay. Wait. Okay, not so loud, right? And as of now, you thought the car has already started, and oops, it's not. You still have to press start. Then you hear that sound. Pull it to D, and off you go. Now it's my second time driving this car. The first round was, I took it to a mountain run, which I greatly regretted because that is not how BMW set up this car. This car may spot a BMW logo up front, but it drives like a super comfortable, big Lexus SUV. Yep. The whole theme of this car is sort of as if BMW think, can we offer a different proposition other than enthusiastic drives? Because this car totally did not attempt to drive like a Cayenne or drive like an X5 or even drive like an X3. It's just sort of a big, practical, electric, should I mention SUV? Oh my god. I don't even see where can I do the adjustments on the driving mode. It is not, you know how BMW, oh my god, you know how BMW has the Sport Plus thing back then? Okay, the home button is here. The tiny little home button is here. And where can I go to change my driving mode? Is there a driving mode where I see a My Modes? What is My Modes? Oh, there we go. Sport. Okay, it changes everything. And does the steering from... Okay, the regen is there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the sports mode of the car now. Yeah, the steering is tighter. Yeah, the throttle. Oh my god. Not recommended, but extremely capable. Are you serious? electric car. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It is so fast. Whoa. It's bordering hilarious, man. This is... You know, the thing is this, you thought you get tired of this when you test drive electric cars and then you just go boom, 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 boom. You thought you would get tired of it, but actually you don't. And I think the way BMW set up this car is, you got up the car, you drive it normally, it will just be a comfortable, unintimidating, big, spacious place. And that's it. They really did nothing here, like absolutely nothing. They break up this part, this and the dash. If it were a Japanese or a Chinese or a Korean car maker, they would have created some, I don't know, or French for that matter. They would have placed some compartments or something, but this one is straight up just, nope, nothing. We just open it up. Yeah, we just cut it off. Huge. This is pretty functional. The cup holders are down there. The EV charger, the wireless chargers is there. I saw it. It's not a fast wireless charging. My phone is at 80% and it tells me I need 1 hour from here to full. Mine is a Samsung Z Fold 4. I really like this touch point, the glass. This one, right, it looks straight up like concept cars. You know, concept cars, they will do non-functioning stuffs using materials that we don't automatically presume them to be touch sensitive. You know, I mean, you see a screen, we intuitively understand that there are things under the screen. They look like electronic gadgets, right? Screens and all that, and then you touch and it follows you. But when you see a solid actual wood surface, an actual organic matter, wood, and then on top of it is glass or crystal, and both of them are actually electronic devices, it gives you a totally different sensation. Okay, I'm going to talk about that later on, because this is about the drive. How is the drive? To talk about the drive, I need to go back. Okay, my modes. All right, so sport plus comfort to expressive and relax. So efficient, expressive. How does expressive change the driving characteristics? I kid you not. What? What is the sound? What did Hans Zimmer do? Are you... Okay. I'm still trying to brain what that does to my brain. It is a sound that correlates to my feet. It is, of course, artificially... I mean, everything is artificial, right? Anything that is man-made is artificial, right? But the thing is, it doesn't feel it should be there. It's like the beginning of some movie. Okay, that is weird. So this is what they deem by expressive. What kind of sound would it make if it is digital art? Sort of the same as sport. Relax. The sound correlates to my feet, okay? Okay. This is somewhat called I'm really trying to understand what BMW is trying to create and let us experience. I know by changing the sound of the car, the visual graphics, and it's so different. You go into this car, right, it immediately feels like you're in the next century, or you went to a BMW R&D center, you sit into one of their R&D cockpits, and then you are experiencing something that is simulated, and they create these new experiences for you. But actually this is something that you can go to a BMW dealer and purchase outright and bring it home. When you get out of this and then you step into an Audi Q8 e-tron, you immediately feel like you came back to the current century. The Audi Q8 e-tron took a totally different approach. Now there's another iX. The Audi Q8 e-tron wants to make you feel like you're in something no different than your current car, and you just use it. It doesn't intimidate you with things that you've never seen before or feel before. Like, I just noticed my seats are massaging me, it's pushing my back softly and letting me back. Okay, that's pretty okay on a long distance drive. And then the sound of the car, the gentle humming is there. The ride is nowhere near what the car is trying to let me experience. Say for example the i7, over going past what was there just now, the i7 would have just completely ironed them out. Okay, this one you can still feel okay. It still rides a little bit like a X3 GLC segment suspension. Okay. Interesting. If I'm on the brakes and I press the throttle, the sound. Interesting. Mixed feelings. Something totally new. Efficient. How does efficient sound like? How does the car drive? It doesn't drive like the X5 that we know, very sporty kind of driving. No. It's tidy enough, nowhere sporty. Okay? It's comfortable enough. It is comfortable. It is a comfortable car. I mean, if I'm in here day in and out for 5 years, I wouldn't complain. I will not complain. All right? The seats are comfortable. Not a lot of grip, side bolster, or you know, the seats tell you that no, don't throw the car into a corner, because it just wouldn't hold you in place. It is not a sporty car. It is not the BMW that we know it. It is just a ginormous, huge and wide SUV. But in its world, it doesn't want to be an SUV, because in its world, the word SUV doesn't exist. This is the new type of car. The new type of car where they can deal with any sort of terrain, right? Your ingress and egress is very good because the car is raised up. It is not an off-road vehicle, it is a city vehicle. It is just comfortable, spacious, new age, and electric. And a lot of new things for you to learn. It doesn't have the usual touch points. Its core purpose isn't to maximize the ease of use or make it the most user-friendly car out there. Its core purpose is to present something different, something that you as a BMW owner has never had in your car, to entice you to experience or try it. Okay, a lot of things are not the most user-friendly in this car, to be honest, but that's not the point of this car. The point of this car is, can we create and sell a concept car that fits our vision of how future motorists driving EVs would need and use daily, and bring it now and sell it at a reasonable price. And I think on that, BMW did it. I mean, I see shadows below the screen. When was the last time you see light and shadow coming off behind your infotainment screen? You know? And of course, presumably dust in times to come. Okay, so yeah, let's walk around the car. Oh, this is the iX50, the 550,000 one. If I'm buying this car, I'll buy the base one because it has almost the same stuff, except this battery is larger. On paper, it can cover 200 km more, but I'm not paying 200,000 more for 200 km more. You know, I'll stick with the standard like 400 km range car, and you don't drive 400 km every day anyway. And people who can afford this would have another car at home anyway, a Kia Carnival or a Velfire or Alphard. They will take that for their long distance family trips. Okay, being a 5-seater, it will still be doing what 5-seaters does. Your daily commute, sending the kids to school and back and all that. And for that purpose, I would buy the base variant, save myself 200,000 in the process, and enjoy everything one gets to enjoy in this car, probably without the gold trimming, which is actually very nice. And yeah, I will buy the base variant. It has almost the same stuffs as this one. Let's walk around the car and check out the car. Cheers. Alright, you see all those little stuffs flashing? Those are the lights that sort of supposed to be infrared, reading my eyes and my behavior to see if I am sleeping or paying attention to the car and whatnot. Yep. These days, a lot of things are going on with or without us knowing. Okay. Now, this is the interior of the iX50. Again, as I mentioned, I really like these things. I mean, there is a sense of this car, the things that they're doing, right, in blending. You see this one, right? The seat adjustments, 1, 2, set, the memory settings and all that, right? All these in older cars, the old generation cars, they used to be individual buttons. Individual buttons are great. They're easy to press on. Sorry. And it's very clear cut. This one, a certain angle of reflection, the legends are gone, all right? But that's not the point. The point is, this looks like jewelry. And it's so intriguing just to look at these mundane stuffs, all right? And you still press where you press, you know? You press set, you see it's light up in red, and then you can press, right? Wherever you press, the whole thing seems to go together, you see. But it's able to differentiate where you're pressing. So yeah, and then if you, now this doesn't continue here, this one is fairly what we've gotten used to, you know, sort of like a transparent plastic up front, and then with the legends inside and below, and then you sort of know, you sort of know, it will know where you're pressing. So this is just doing the same thing, but because the shape of the object looks like some precious gemstones, we immediately correlate them to materials that are available in nature and not some electronic device plastic materials, right? It's a very it's the kind of thinking that is very primal in a way. Okay, so the steering wheel is in a shape of I no longer know how to describe, but it's easy to hold. A round steering wheel is still my preference, but again, this car is trying to do things that they've never did. So there you go, just something different. I think the brief of the designers for this car is, don't let me see anything that I've seen before. And that's the core design brief given by the management, right? Like usually we would have thought this material and all that, this would have been a speaker, yes. Now, in that sense, this speaker looks fairly normal here, right? I mean, they should have hide the speaker behind this fabric. How difficult is that? This is fabric. Why can't they cover this fabric over the speaker and then just put Harman Kardon somewhere so you know the speaker is inside this piece of fabric, and you don't need to have a cutout like that. That just screams so 1995. Right, BMW? Never thought of that, right? Here's an idea for you. This is fabric anyway. It doesn't affect the sound. Just cover over it. And this part, halfway through, you thought you can get a better grip. No, it doesn't let your finger pass through. It is a piece like that. Yeah, it is something like that. Halfway to having a full grip. If it's a little bit more, you get a better grip of it. But there you go. And then it's just plastic, and this, even though looks metallic, there is no attempt to satin chrome it. They just paint it. This is very similar to all these type of surfaces in Lexus. All right, they did not apply a satin chrome finish to it, which BMW, Audi, Mercedes, they've been doing in their cars, Porsche and all that, which gives a sensation of metal where when you touch, it feels cold. This one doesn't. This is straight up plastic, painted plastic. Okay, so in terms of touch point, the rear is plastic, the front is plastic, so you don't feel like you're holding something substantial or expensive. It feels just thereabouts of a Korean Japanese car, even though the plastics are slightly better, right? These are not super high grade leather as well. These are just average, probably man-made leather. Doesn't look real, doesn't feel real. Okay, stitchings over there, and then over here again it's the same sensation. This type of plastic, smooth to the touch, nothing special, painted. Down here is some harder plastics. This whole thing is a plastic construction. Okay, there's something here for you to just slot your phone here, but your phone doesn't charge when it's slotted there. Okay, to charge it, you need to drop it below. Down here, you need to drop it here, and then there are two USB-C ports over there. Nothing much hidden here anyway. No hidden card holders or pen holders of that sort. And then here is the 12-volt socket, USB-C ports, the cup holders, and that's about it. So in a way, by cutting off this entire center console into this and creating a bridge out of it, it's really purely for aesthetic purposes, because when you look at the whole functionality of this space, You don't get a whole lot. You don't get like a huge compartment to drop your stuffs in. You get a wireless charger. You get 2 cup holders, and that's it. You know, there is a huge potential of space. Just imagine somebody came up with a thing that mounts here all the way and here all the way, and this entire cavernous space can be made into a compartment for ladies to drop their handbag or whatnot. But sometimes spatial deduction is classier. All right, so that's what it's trying to tell us. And then this one as well, this is real actual wood, open pore wood, and then you see some legends on top. You can feel them. All right, I hope they won't drop off in time, but they're all the buttons that we used to press on BMW center consoles. The home button, home, right? Media, back, okay, the cameras, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, the camera is fantastic. That's the volume button, scroll the volume, alright. They have to thank Volvo for using, and this one just, you know, in a way, right, it makes you sort of like try to understand what you're looking at. You know, you don't see the mechanism, you don't see all that, and then there's light emanating through, and then you can turn this glass, and the legends are below. It's a mesmerizing view, you know. This, the stuffs match up to the outside. It feels as though this thing just floats there. It's not connected anyway. It's as if you take a piece of glass, you just put on your table, but it's functional. You know, that is some nice integration. Okay, nothing much. Pretty deep, but not a lot spacious. It's just deep. You can't access here, you can access here. Yep. You get less cubby spaces in this car than a Mazda 3. I kid you not. Yep, for front passenger, you have less cubby spaces to put your stuffs than a freaking Mazda 3. Yep. This one, nothing much as well, simple. Yep. Is it good looking? Yes. See that little thing down there? Let me show you. To open the doors of this car, you press this button. It's an electronic release. However, here you have another physical release in case your car runs out of battery. Okay? And the lights situation is just here. Is there a heads-up display? I believe there is, but everything is so hidden inside this car now. You cannot find the exterior stuffs to activate that. And I still have to say I no longer know how to use. Okay, heads-up display. There we go. And yeah, why is the whole thing slanted? I have no idea how to adjust it, because it's slanted one way. I don't know whether can you all see it. You can't see it. Let me try my best. It is not straight. Okay, let's compare. Why does it disappear? The heads-up display. Come on. Okay. From where I'm sitting, it is a bit slanted. Now this is, I try to straighten my head again. Okay. Can you see it's a bit slanted this side? I do not know why. Okay, it's a bit slanted to this side. It is a bit slanted this side. Anyway, yep, that's the front. And suddenly you get shortcut keys to immediately blow up your fog up windscreen and rear windscreen. Up here, oh my god, it's touch sensitive, but yeah. So all these are touch, huh? Okay. This one is to, you see this one? It's opaque now. Let me look at it this way. Now I touch it. You can see that tree. I touch it again. Wait, the tree disappears. Yep, these are electrochromatic glass where the crystals sort of bend and blocked out light when you need them to. Okay, the seats are huge. The seats are absolutely massive. This part is like a sofa, no grip at all. Okay, this one as well. It's a huge seat. The seats are huge. Look at that. It's full size, big size, comfortable. Not the kind of sporty seats where you sort of sink in. Okay, let's go to the back. I hope it doesn't switch off the car. No, don't goodbye. No, start the car. Alright, start the car. No, I release the brakes and you switch off the car. No, I press the brakes back. Do not switch off the car. Please don't. I want to maintain in the car. I want to sit in the car. I'll release the brakes now. No. I still don't know how to deal with that. See that? Carbon reinforced plastic. That's BMW innovation there. The rear is flat, completely flat. So it's fantastic for kids. You get your own climate control. Alright. And then you get two USB-C ports here. And then you get a holder to hold your iPad and stuff. And what's up here? I feel something. There's nothing much, just a light. There are no compartments down here. And cup holders. Apart from cup holder, there's no storage. There's no storage here. Question. Your kids sit here. Their phones they put there probably because there are no compartments at the back here. There's a pocket over here. Probably in the pocket, huh? The chargers are there, so they can put their phones inside the pocket, I presume. That's the only way, I guess. Which is actually secure as well. Aircon vents over here on the B pillar. Kind of wish it's a little bit higher, but it's alright. Coat hanger. This one. Okay. A bit unnecessary. Why do I need to hide my coat hanger when I cannot hide this? If you do this for me to flip open, then why don't you also use that here for me to flip it back? Same situation with the front. It's a grip like that. And then you open the doors. The small tiny speakers are here. Door bins are alright. My angle of seating, I kind of wish I can slant the seats a little bit. It is a bit too straight, to be honest. Yeah, they have a lot of room and space to do it. Even enough height. I could have dropped it by... See, the angle now is like this. I could have dropped it a little bit like that. And then it will be extremely spacious, comfortable. Now it is at an angle where I wish I can go down a little bit more because the car is so spacious When it's so spacious, you want to slouch. But when the seat back is so straight, you cannot slouch. But this car is so big, it should allow you to drop the seat backs, which it doesn't. And that's why it baffles me a little bit. Okay, let's look at the rear. The boot. The boot is big, and unlike most SUVs of this size, which gives you a tonneau cover, it gives you a parcel shelf, which proves to the point that I made earlier on that they don't want this car to be seen as an SUV. They want it to be seen as a future car. Okay, so you press these, you pull them, and they drop to almost flat, not flat. Europeans, only Japanese can make them flat for some reason. And you can load your stuffs. And see what's in here. The chargers, hidden compartment, pretty good. And what else is there? Nothing. Here I can raise the whole thing like a false floor. Okay. You get some hook points to hook a net. You don't get any hooks over here. Only one over here. Looks heavy duty. Okay. And you can hook your stuff and pop it in so that they're secure. But there's only one of it. And this is a huge cover for a 12-volt socket. But you don't get another set here. And here's some strap to strap some stuffs. Why not a tonneau cover? Probably because it's heavy, it's old school, it's difficult to store. But then this one is hard like a parcel shelf. Okay? And then this one is the continuity of the parcel shelf. So you can see they want this to be seen as a car, right? This thing stays here. It will cover up this space together with this, and you can't see what's inside. They don't want it to look like an SUV whereby, you see, when the seats are up, right, the rear compartment is sort of secured, and it is in an enclosed environment, you see. Everything on top is enclosed, right? And then when you pop the seats back, wait. Yeah, there's no more room. If this one, my Subaru, this thing, I can pull a lever and this thing adjusts to the back to give me another, my old Subaru, my 2003 Subaru can do that. Anyway, this is a car. This is a future car, right? It has more room than a car, but it doesn't want you to use the room on top. You can probably put your plushies. But unlike SUVs where the front is completely open up, this part is completely accessible to the boot, you get more road noise, right? Like wagons and all that. This one wants to be a car. Okay? And like I said, it looks different. I still don't like how it looks. It's just so revolting, The way it was styled was meant to piss traditional BMW lovers. It is created to do exactly just that. I don't want you to like me. Don't even get near me. I'm here to get other people to like me. You can stick with your cars. Don't come near me. That's the message this one is sending to all BMW lovers. Okay, because BMW don't usually do style over substance. The whole part there, this dark glossy part here, it does nothing, but it's there. It wants to look like a huge intake grille, which it doesn't. The grille also, they say it's some self-healing material. Why don't you apply that on the whole car? Okay, but a lot of people are buying this up. So once again, it proves you consumers, you BMW owners don't understand non-BMW owners. Alright? This one is not to appeal to BMW owners, it's to appeal to non-BMW owners. Give them something that feels like their Lexus. Give them something that is spacious and comfortable and new, doesn't look like the usual BMWs that they rejected in buying. It looks like something different, so different. I quite like the rear design. I just cannot accept the front. Alright? But when you park this car, when you park this car next to an X5, and most youngsters will pick for this car because it just looks cooler, more futuristic, and then that car. So this is the future that BMW sees, which we don't. All right? Cheers.